So my name is Dr Chinedu Umeadi, like I said. I'm going to Anambra, and I'm a member of the Young Progressives Party. The Young Progressives Party is one of the main parties in Anambra State. We have other parties in Anambra State like PDP, APC, YPP is the next big one here. We did very well during the gubernatorial election, and it's a party that attracts new talent, people of the younger generation. That gives opportunity to everybody, not just the people that have been the career politicians. It brings professionals, new people who want to make a difference. And after looking into the structure of the party and the party ideology, I decided that YPP was the party that I was going to join. And my main reason for that was because if you look at Nigerian politics today, it is mad with political godfatherism, where people are put into positions, and when they win elections and get into there, they'll basically be dancing to the tunes of their godfathers and won't be able to do anything for our nation. And that's why I decided that we needed to make a change, and that's why I chose the Young Progressives Party. That's my party. And then within the Young Progressive Party, I've been playing a significant role in the party. I think I'm one of the stakeholders in the party, and I'm contesting for Senate in Anambra Central Senatorial District. There's a lot to be done. We just need to move things in a completely new direction. I think every Nigerian will agree with me that the way things are going in Nigeria at the moment is just not good. There's nobody that will stand up and say that they're happy with the way things are going. And if we continue to do things the way we have been doing it, then things will even get worse. So we need to change things. There are many things we need to change. But on a personal note, first of all, I have a foundation, Dr Chinedu Umeadi Foundation, and I have 4 objectives that I always follow. And I'm going to continue pushing with those objectives. There are a few things. One is health. As a healthcare professional, I think I'm always concerned about the health of my people. People don't have access to good healthcare. So one of the things I'm going to push, if given the opportunity, is to look at what kind of hospitals we have. Federal hospitals, how can I work with them? How can I partner with them? How can we improve the facilities? State hospitals, how do I partner with the state establishments? How the Ministry of Health, how do I work with them to improve the facilities they have? Apart from that, the other thing that is very important is actually bringing health care to the people. You know, when you look at health, you'll be thinking that people actually suffer from big illnesses in Nigeria. Not at all. We're talking about small illnesses that kill people. Simple pneumonia kills people on a regular basis in Nigeria. Malaria kills people. Basic things like that. And why do we have issues with that? Mistreatment. People, they go to quacks, they give them medications that are not good for them. So bringing healthcare professionals that will be able to work with these people, treat these people, make proper diagnosis, and give them proper treatment. That's what I'm going to do. And that's why I'm going to bring health to them. And what I'm going to do is to make sure we have regular consultations. At least if you know that you're going to have one health outreach program in your town every month, then you know you're going to see a healthcare professional. Then from the allocation given to me in those positions, I'll be able to, get small health posts that will actually treat people, listen to people, make proper diagnosis, and give proper treatment. That's a huge part of what I'm going to do. And I'm going to bring in doctors with my contact with doctors across the globe. There are many doctors across the world who are dying to come and give free healthcare services to our people. So I'm going to focus a lot on health. So health is one. Then education is a big one for me. When you look at education, what can you do without education? And when I talk about education, I'm not just talking about going to big institutions, having PhDs and so on. No, that's part of it. But I'm actually talking about the basics. You cannot compare someone who left schooling at primary 6 and someone who finished secondary school when 2 of them get into trade. That's the place I'm going to focus. Everybody gets basic secondary education. And when you get secondary education, you get good secondary education. We're going to look at free tuition for people, the less privileged, help them, scholarships, make it wide, wider range so that you reach wide range of people. Then people who are talented, who are able to get into the university, we're going to look at scholarship programs. Then people who are able to advance further, who want to travel abroad, the people that want to go higher, like masters, PhD, Those people, we can, sponsor them as well, organize scholarship programs. We need to bring education to the people. Already, with my foundation, I do regular quiz competitions for students, and this is to stimulate them in science, to get them moving. Already, we do quiz competitions. We have lots of scholarship programs, and these are the things we do on a regular basis. And these are things I want to do, in a wider range. And the way I want to do this is not just picking few people from few areas. You need to make sure it's cut across the whole of Anambra Central. That's what I want to do. Several local government areas in Anambra Central, you look at the less privileged people in all those areas, have a system of getting people who need it most, have a way of supporting them. Then look at the schools. What can we do to improve the infrastructures in the schools? We need to be able to do that, work with the state, education commission, work with them, work with principals across all the local government areas, find a way of supporting them. We're going to do that. What I always do, I don't just come up and say, this is what you need, this is what we'll do for you. I have town hall meetings with people, speak with people. You look at it, you do a needs assessment. It's always very important because what you think people need may not actually be what they need. They might have other views on how you help them better in the area of education. So we're going to do that. Then you look at another area that is big is youth empowerment. You see our youth, some people go on saying that youth are lazy, people don't want to do this, they use this and that. That's very wrong. Nigerian youth, so far as I'm concerned, are very hardworking. How, you see a young man who wakes up by 5:30 in the morning, by 6 o'clock, he has a wheelbarrow, he's carrying loads from morning till night. What do you mean by hard work? That is hard work. Now, what we need to do is how to make sure that hard work translates to bigger success. How do we help this person to be more productive? You have many of them who don't even have the opportunity to do those things. So we need to look at them. What do they need? How do we empower them? Those that are not educated, what trade have they been into? How can we help them? We look at apprenticeship programs. When they finish their apprenticeship training, how can we support them? How can we help them to move into the next level, start their own businesses? Do we get a group of them, set up something for them, get them moving? These are things I want to do. Those that have gone into business, the trading, we call it the boy system in our in this part of the world. When they finish, we give them money to start their own business. We have specific fund for that. We do it across all towns, working with the main stakeholders, which is the Igwes, the president of the town unions, the ward chairman in all the towns. Make sure it's reaching everyone. It's always important to me to make sure it's equitably shared, everything we're doing, so that people will know they are being looked after. Not looking after this person more than the other person. You've got to make sure it's shared in a fair way to everyone. Then you look at women empowerment, looking at our women, nothing can work without women around. You have some of these women, you look at the kind of trade they do. Some of them, the capital with which they do their trade could be 10,000, some of them 20,000. They do akara every day. They sell. From that akara, they'll be able to get some meat, go back, make soup for their children, and this is how they basically live from hand to mouth. And these are people where if someone's capital is 20,000, then you're able to make that capital 50,000. As small as it sounds, that is huge for that person. Then you look at those that you can get into bigger businesses. You look at those that you can train, those who have trained into. So you set up shops for them. There are many things we can do. These are, you look at them, you help them. These are some of the things we've got to do. Then there's the issue of good representation of your people. You've got to be able to go to the National Assembly. You've got to be able to stand and speak and be listened to. Because the problem we have there is that people go there, and when they speak, you wonder, goodness me, this person, are you actually talking or are you not talking? What are you saying? You want to be able to stand and speak and be listened to. And when you talk, you roll up, and people will sit and listen to what you say. Because they know you marshal out your point in a clear fashion, and that you're directing what you say, you're fair in your views on things, and you make suggestions that will move our nation forward. When you do that, people will listen to you. So we want to be able to do that, speak up. Then we need to look at the security of our people. It's huge for them. Have consultation with different stakeholders. What are the issues? Look at the problems. Look at security. Work with the local vigilante groups. Look at the established system we have. Then we have the issue of other people that we don't know. So we have to find a way of consulting, discussions, making sure we make it safe for people. We need to find a way of bringing back trust. Because one of the problems we have is that people in diaspora, people all over, they've lost trust in the Nigerian system. But when people see that you're doing a good work and that you're actually doing things that you said you would do, that trust will come back. That is what I want to do. That's why I said a new direction. How do we achieve that? Doing things in a fair, equitable, sharing things equitably, being open with people, consulting with people before you do anything. Too many people in politics, they just wake up from sleep one day, the next day they say, this is what we're going to do. They don't listen to anybody. And that is not good. That's what we need to change. You cannot do anything for people without consulting them. So that's without, engaging with people in needs assessment on an ongoing basis, working with the structures in place already, the traditional structures. That is the way we're going to go. Then the other thing is that I will make myself accessible to people, because one of the problems we have is that all these politicians that we see who are into this position, you can never see them. You vote them in when they're contesting for election, they answer every phone call, they respond to every text message, they attend every function. If you call them for baby shower, they'll be there. If you call them for christening, they'll be there. If you call them for wedding, they'll be there. They'll sit there forever because they want you to vote them. Once you vote them in, that's it. You call their phone, you're not going to get any phone call, any answer. You can't reach them, and that is wrong. So that is what we need to look at as well. I'll be accessible to everybody. You can reach me where you need to reach me. You have discussions on an ongoing basis. You relate with me. You give me your ideas. I'll let you know what we have on ground. The resources we have, and we can team up and work together. There will not be anything like we can't help you with. It's a case of, okay, we've listened, we've heard what you've said. This is what we have. This is what we can do for that problem. In your community, what can you do so that we work together as a team? Partnering with communities, you use the allocation given to you, the parts you've allocated to this town, you work with them and make it bigger. And things will be moving in that way. So these are some of the things. I also want to, liaise with people from across the nation, not just the Igbos, everywhere, so that we make a bigger, one united Nigeria. But of course, as an Igbo man representing Anambra Central, my focus will always be, what do my people need? This is what my people said. I'm never going to go there and say, this is what I want, because it's not about what I want. I'm just one of the millions of people from here, and people sent me to represent them. So everything I'll be saying is, this is what we said. And before I go there to make any submissions or propose any bills or give any views, I will have a meeting with my people. And when I'm speaking, it's always going to be, my people said, this is what my people want. And that is how I want to go forward with this. So for me, I am hoping that I'll win the primaries for my party tomorrow. I'm hoping to go into the general election. I am hoping that people will vote me. If people start looking at it from party, if you say it must be my party, then we've not started. We have to start looking at individuals. What are the qualities of these individuals? Who are we sending? And there are many things about me that I need to let people know. I'm a man who will always stand for his people. I'm a man who has no fear. No, not at all. So long as my people sent me to represent them, I will be there and I will say what they ask me to say. Most times, I will work with people. I will always be diplomatic in my views. But when my people say this is what has to be said, then I have to say it. And when I see things going wrong, I will always start on the side of justice. I will be fair. I will say the way it is. I will be very honest. Many times in my life, I've got into trouble because I was honest. That is just the person I am. I don't stand for oppression. Oppression offends me, so I don't stand for. Not at all. I will always stand against oppression and speak for the people. That is what I am about. In terms of speaking and marshalling out the point very clearly, that is something I do very well, which I will continue to do. In terms of being accessible, that will never change in my life. In terms of engaging with people, working with stakeholders, that will never change. In terms of being honest and open to suggestions, that will never change. Meeting with people, coming up with agreements, that will never change. These are some of the qualities I have. And one of the other qualities I have, which I'm very pleased about, is that people have a way of following me and joining with my views. And that is because I make my views are usually open. I'm open to suggestions, and I always engage with people before making any decisions. So I'm always, already, I've not even got the tickets, but people are clamoring, people are happy, people are coming to me, people are asking to join in the structure which I'm setting up, and that makes me very happy. And we're going to make this bigger. So I'm very clear, I'm positive that I'm going to win this election. I am calling on people of Anambra Central to please join me in this. I am confident that if I get there, then I will do the job better. I'll never disrespect people who have been going there, because it's not easy to even come out and say they don't represent your people. I respect them. I will never say anything wrong about them. All I'm saying is that they have gone there for long enough, and so far, I don't think they've done as good the job as we were expecting them to do. And I think I'm confident and I'm sure that I will do a lot better than them. And that is where I'm going to represent me.